And here they come. It's a pretty clean break. Just watch him got out a little bit. Looks like John Carter Cash might have the lead. Here comes Senior Frogs. Senior Frogs is going to go to the lead. It's Senior Frogs. Senior.
Any other questions?
Jay.
Travis, where did your fascination with horse racing, where did it start? How did it begin?
Oh man. So it happened right here in this community, you know, Grants Pass Downs. As just a little snot licker. I was running around picking up tickets, you know, and there were different colors back then in the 70s, different shapes and sizes sometimes. And so I was enamored with the horse races from a very early age. I want to say probably about 4 or 5 years old, and I'd go down with my brother, and then, you know, occasionally I'd pick a horse and he'd bet a show ticket for me, and before too long, I want to say I was probably 8 years old, I bet my first quinella, and he advised against that. It was good advice, I didn't listen. I don't recommend you guys bet quinellas, but I'm sure you go against my recommendation. If you do, there's probably good reason. I ended up, it was a photo finish. I ended up winning the quinella and I paid $102 on a $2 bet. I was forever hooked. It's like winning 10 grand a day, you know, as a kid. You know, but I've admired the sport. I've paid close attention to the sport, and being a third generation dairy farmer growing up here in this community, having this meet happen here in our own backyard, it was a nostalgic piece of Grants Pass and a part of my life that I have fond memories. And my own boys, I've got 4 boys with one beautiful queen as my wife, and the boys are 16, 14, 12, 10. We all go, we have a blast handicapping the races and strategically trying to figure out who's best at their craft. Which, you know.
Who's the best?
That's right. You've probably answered this question 1,000 times. What prompted you to take the steps that you did this April to acquire another working meat?
Well, Rod Lowe came to me some time ago, and you know, Rod's been putting on the meat here for what, the last 9 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
7 years, and he was probably doing a bunch of other stuff prior to that and donating time. But you know, he came to me and he said, "Hey, I don't know if you're aware of what's going on in the state, but Portland Meadows is being sold, and you know, I'm concerned about what could happen with horse racing." And so we started talking about it and put our minds together and said, "Well, why not put our name in the hat and see if we couldn't bring that meat from Portland Meadows, if it's going away, down to Grants Pass." And that was met with open arms with the Oregon Racing Commission. I think that Grants Pass Fairgrounds is a unique campus. And I think first and foremost, you know, my commitment to our community started when I started Dutch back in '92. And I think the times that I've enjoyed at the horse races have been some of my fondest memories, but the Josephine County Fairgrounds is a resource with all sorts of different uses that I think is important to our community. And I kind of look at the whole thing from a holistic point of view of how can we best use that premises for all sorts of things that could be beneficial to the community. So we started with the commitment of putting in fields, turf fields. Gosh, it's been 3 years ago now. And it's been a lot more work and a lot more time than one would think. But you know, back in high school, I played football on that field. And there was a football field, believe it or not. It was grass. Some of you guys will remember out there, and they had the lights, and that's where Hidden Valley and North Valley played. I simply looked at that real estate as prime real estate that's in our backyard that could be used for kids and community, and all sorts of different fashions, and because I'm pretty exposed and I'm involved in that arena, I have some pretty good awareness of what the needs are. I think other communities that really are nostalgic, that do it well. I mean, if you want to talk about horse racing, one of my favorite places is Del Mar. I think you know, they're extraordinary. I don't know that you ever replicate Del Mar because you're right there along the ocean with the cool breeze and the San Diego climate. That is unbelievably cool. But our tote board that we put out here is the same company that put Del Mar's up. And I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty unique, and that is an element I think that we could all be proud of. Grants Pass has its own unique feel. It's a smaller track. It's intimate. I think when it's lively there, it's fun. I still miss the days of walking in and you could smell, you know, cigars, horse shit. And, you know, I mean, it was a unique combination of all this, you know, and there was like, yeah, it's time, you know. I mean, I still get the goosebumps from that, you know. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of wonderful places in this world. I think that this is going to be one of them.